Hey everyone, so in this video we're going to show how fast it is to restring one of these Evertune bridges if it's already been set up with the same gauge strings. Alright, this guitar has been on in the channel before, it was on my earlier videos, so it's probably terrible. Hopefully this one's a little bit better. And it's a Kiesel or Kiesel, however you say that, I'm not really sure. Anyway, so yeah, let's get you guys in the holder and we'll get to it. Hold on. All right, so most of the action is going to happen down here. This guitar has locking tuners. Here, let's get a shot of those. They're just regular locking tuners, and I think we all kind of know how those work. Anyway, let's stick down here. Swing back out. There we go. There it is. That'll give a better view for now, anyway. So let's plug it in so we can kind of hear what is happening. Wow. Oh, I know why. Tuner wasn't turned on. That was weird. Anyway, so this is what happens when you detune one of these things. Where it was, let's see. See, we're at the top, and then we're tuning down. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Okay, well, turning, and I'll swing it. You can see what happens down there. Actually, it got so loose that that's it. Won't get any looser from the tuner. So I'm gonna release that one. There we go. And I'll zoom in. You can see what happens in a close-up. Okay. There we go. All right. There. So now I'm gonna take down. I'm gonna loosen this one. Listen to the pitch won't change, but the saddle will move. See that saddle move? The pitch is the same. That's how this bridge works. And now we're down to nothing. There we go. Tune this one down. I'm going to use the drill and make it a little faster. And you shouldn't just clip these, in my opinion. You should detune them. I'm sure it's safe enough, but Alright, so let's swing out a little bit. There we go. How about like that? So, unlock the tuners. Let's go like this. You guys can see what's happening over at the other end. So, unlocking the tuners. Lining up the holes. So there, I like to line up the tuner holes so they're straight. Just to make it a little easier on the restringing. Alright, those are all loose. Strings are all out. You can actually give them a snip here that we're not trying to drag tangled up string ends all the way through the guitar. It makes things a little easier. Don't scratch up black hardware that way. Alright, here, let's back this thing up a little bit. Just have a little room to turn the guitar over, and we'll do like this. So just like your average Strat style, everything comes out the back, just like that. They know to cut large, pay attention Fender, large holes, slots there, so that you can actually put a string through them that lines up with the hole. You wouldn't think that'd be all that hard, but they've been making guitars for, what, 50 years, and they haven't figured it out. 70 years? How long? I don't know. Anyway, so let's give this thing a quick cleanup. I'm going to make a couple of videos out of this. This one's going to be a long, blabby video. Some people like that. And then I'll cut this one down into a Kiesel, whatever, how-to video, but I'll time-lapse all this nonsense. So if you want to bail out now and watch that one later, that's cool. yeah, look at that. Tell you what, this Tele cleaner, this stuff works awesome on satin finishes. Gets off all the finger slime. It's probably the best satin cleaner I've ever had. Most of the time, if you use, like, my favorite polish is this, but this leaves like a fingerprinty kind of residue on satin stuff. And the Tele stuff actually works great just for general cleaning. I mean, it says satin, but you can use it in regular finish. It's a cleaner, not a waxy polish. It does a good job at cleaning. All right, so let's see. We're gonna swing it out and do regular setup as well. Wrong way. Wrong. There we go. There we go. I'm just gonna make sure tune machines. This guitar hasn't. It's been not too long since it's been here, so I assume these are all good and tight, and they are. But we check. Line that one up. Which way? That way. There. A little bit of stuff on the headstock. Okay. Go. Fingerboard looks pretty good. I'm going to clean the frets. Fret ends seem okay. So, I know, steel wool. It's not going to hurt anything. Don't worry. Pickups aren't going to explode. Like I say in every one of these to the people that are now typing "you're gonna ruin that pickup." Pickup wire is enamel coated. If it wasn't, it wouldn't work. Therefore, it is shielded against a little piece of steel wool fiber. This is the boring part. Let's see. It's looking pretty good. And again, it wasn't too long that I had this guitar in the shop. Did this same thing. So I didn't expect it to be too gross. Alright, that looks pretty good. Alright, incoming air gun. Loud. Sorry. Next, I'm going to put a little of this stuff on there. The Howard's Feed and Wax. Works great for... Come on. If it's not plugged, that is. Uh-oh. Alright, we're going to fix this. This thing will, like, make a mess if I don't clean that back out. There we go. That should do it. Come on. Don't. Alright. There it goes. Sometimes it gets clogged and it'll splatter all over everything. Not exactly what I want to happen. One of our half-used paper towels. This stuff's not going to hurt the finish or the pickup or anything like that. It's beeswax and orange oil. Alright. There. It wasn't too bad. It wasn't too dry, overly dry. But this just gives it a little bit of cleaning / hydrating and a little protective layer of wax on there. It works great on all dark woods. It will darken light, unfinished woods. Alright, clean up that. So that's kind of like what regular polish does. Leaves waxy stuff. But then, Tele. That stuff gets rid of any of that waxy crap, which is very impressive. Alright, let's see a little more over there. Also, these microfiber rags, fantastic for guitar repair, but always keep one hung up off your bench because these things will pick up anything. So if you have a little chunk of steel wool or sandpaper or something, or a fret end, you could drag it across that nice pretty finish. That would be bad. So I keep them up on top of the amp. Alright, a little bit there. Come on, more. Always another spot. Alright, we're going to go with Elixirs 10259. And you can do them, excuse me, one at a time or all at once. Doesn't really matter. I prefer to go like this. Here, watch. Move this. Look at that. Oh, it's gonna fall. You're gonna drop it. It's gonna fall off the bench. No, it's not. So, just like your your average Strat, except better. Just strings through holes. You guys understand how that works. Okay. All right. Oh, run away. Elixir string's all right. The nano web coating is not too bad. It doesn't feel too plasticky. I don't really like the polywed ones. Again, if you like zero squeak, then those are fine. And they sound decent enough. They seem to intonate okay. I prefer D'Addario's personally, but Elixirs are not bad. Alright, here we go. Oh, missed a spot up here. I drip it on mine. Alright, get rid of all that. Okay, back to this. So, we'll start over here and watch as the string comes up pitch. And what we're listening for is the string to reach a certain point, stop changing in pitch, and then we tune it up until it just barely raises in pitch, then back it off just a touch. That's how you're able to bend one of these things. All right, so again, I'm locking the string in. You guys don't need to see me lock in a locking tuner. So I just kind of pull it tight, crimp it up just like normal. And we're going to do this with a hand crank just so we can... Alright, here. Ready to go. Let's zoom right in there. Zoom right in on that one. There we go. So we're doing that. Okay. Now watch that saddle move. So now I'm just moving, but the pitch isn't changing until, there we go. Now, we heard it go up. It went up just a little past E. We can give it a little bit of a stretch here if you want, but it doesn't really make a difference. And now we basically bring it back to it's just in tune. And maybe just a touch under. Let that saddle drop back just a little bit. And so now, that's how you're able to bend. Because if you don't do that, watch this. So I'll back it off. Check this out. Here, we'll swing back a little bit. Watch. You don't get... Let's set it back a little more. There we go. Isn't that weird? Changes just a little bit, but as soon as it catches up with it, it doesn't. Right, let's bring it back up there. There we go. And tune it back. There it is. That's as easy as that is. Perfect tune. Don't even have to worry about it. And we'll keep going here. I do need to get a second camera or something, or actual setup, so I can have one up the other end for those that like seeing the tuner side of things. But anyway, so we're gonna do this again with the hand crank. Here, say it again. And that. All right. Okay. Tuning up. Now let's get that centered. There we go. That would have bugged me. There it is. All right. Okay, so let's back out a little bit. This angle. How about that? That's probably okay. Stretch again. There we go. Okay. Last. Oh, come on. Okay. We're going. That's it. That's really all, other than clipping the strings. That's it for a restring video on this thing. That's really all there is to it. I'm going to check the intonation, I think, on this guy, and make sure nothing's moved. But that's all you need to do to restring one of these things. It's pretty easy. Anyway, so end that one there, and I'll just let this video keep playing, because, you know, that's how we roll. All right. Okay. I think this one might need a little adjustment. Maybe. Let's see. So if it needs no adjustment, or if the string gauge wasn't changed, I can't remember what we used last time. I should have checked. I don't know. Huh. All right, we're gonna have to check. Stop video and look in, or send him a message. I forgot to ask you that, John. Standard string change. What the tuning was. All right, because that's at C. a clicky tuner. Seems to work for right now, but what is that? A string should probably be replaced. Are these Kiesel branded tuners? Okay. Oh yeah, here, watch. Check this out. Thought I had the full. Here, let's zoom in even further. Extreme close-up, maybe. Yeah, there we go. There it is. This thing's... Oh, see? Yeah, I shouldn't do that. I should not click like that. Okay. Anyway, let's see. I might, so I don't have to stop the video, send John a message later, ask him. It's gonna be funny when he's watching this, if he does, what the tuning and what the old strings were, because I don't want to set it up incorrectly. So, all right, we'll throw this in the case for now. And go on to the next one. All right, let's see what else. The other ones, let's swing out for a minute so you can stare at my dirty workbench. It's not really that dirty. It's just purposeful clutter. All right, let's see, what are we gonna get? Oh, this one's, let's see, how about, we'll do the fancy one. How about that? I know you can't see. Oh, okay. We got this. I said fancy. I thought it was a custom shopper. Ooh, yeah, okay. All right. We need to do some fret ends. What do we got? A bit of cleanup there. So it's USA. Looks like it's standard Tele or reissue Tele, maybe. I like the color. I think I would prefer this to be a different color. But yeah, it looks pretty good. Neck looks pretty good, actually. Often Fender necks have uneven frets. This one looks all right. Cool. So we need to do fret ends. Fret ends a little scratchy. And clean up, restring, intonate as decent as we can with these things. There's only so much you can do. But okay. All right. Let's measure these strings. These feel like 9s to me. Let's see. Let's find the thinnest one. Is that this guy? Yeah. All right. Thinnest one. And here, check this thing out. It's kind of neat. You just put the thinnest string in the opening there. Run it down. And where's the line? Where's the line? And there it is. And around the line, it's a 9. All right, cool. These out. All right, we're gonna take this neck right off just so I can use the file and not worry about dinging up the body. That would be bad. All right, okay, swing back out. Let's see what I'm doing here. We're there, we go. Okay. There's all the Fender-y stuff in there. It's 2020. Okay, get my homemade fret end file block here. Just a chunk of wood with a file, and look how much I've worn it down. That used to be a regular size, thick the normal thickness plexiglass. All right, so that's how this works. Just kind of gently but firmly. Now, a lot of guys do this by just one long pass, which I don't think is the correct way to do it, because you're taking more material up here. So if you take more material, it will take longer to cut that much more material, in my opinion. Just saying, sometimes you gotta spend a little extra time up here. Try to be careful of the maple finish. A lot of guys tape this off, but I mean, you're gonna have to get in there and do a little sanding anyway. And fender should undercut their fret wire, or not build their guitars out of wood that shrinks constantly. You would think that a sealed maple neck wouldn't shrink as much as they do, especially this new. It's not like this thing was left in an attic for 50 years. That side's all right. And you see me doing this with a thing is to clean off any chunks of metal or whatever. It lets your file cut easier. Okay. And I'll keep doing this video until we get company. And then I'll just toss this one up on the YouTubes as is, because that's a lot faster than going through the editing program and chopping it all up and editing out other people's voices in the background and whatnot. Plus, they don't want to hear me talk to myself. I don't know why you guys do. All right. Maybe you don't. Maybe you're like, shut up. Well, I'll do a time lapse for those guys. All right, that's not bad, but now these are all sharp on the top from the filing. Let's fix that. So, swing it around. We're gonna go, it's gonna be a weird angle, but that's okay. And we're gonna go right in there, grab it. I like to get as high up in the vise as I can, give yourself a little room, and then we're going to use my favorite auger bit file. Works great for this type of work. With that, here, we'll do that kind of. Wait. That probably makes more sense if I do that, right? What do you guys think? Something like that, and then I'll swing in like that. All right, cool. You guys can watch like that. Kind of looks silly. Anyway, kind of go like this. Just, other side. One side cuts better than the other. And just kind of knocks down the edges. Basically rounds over a 90 degree into, I cut it at that angle first, and then I do one of these, and sometimes I'll do one of those just to kind of make it more pleasing to the hand. And that's what she said. These frets are pretty tall. So it's nice to really round them over a little bit. It doesn't feel like they're enormous. All right, we're gonna swing out some. And that, there we go. Where were we? Right there. And the reason I like this kind of file is that This doesn't have teeth on that side, so it won't cut into the board when you're doing this unless you're exceedingly stupid. And a lot of guys do this, and they do it on the other side first. So you're cutting this way, and I do that, but I feel like this way it makes the metal, if it wants to be pushed in a direction this way, is better than hanging off the board. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but that's just how I do it. Again, I'll time-lapse this. Into a separate Telecaster, setup, thread ends, whatever. Whoop. There we go. Get that one. All right, that's not bad. Now flip it around over here, and the same thing again. It's the boring part. All right, let's see. How about boy, this is testing the limits of this Amazon phone mount thing. Well, that's not too terrible. So I'm sure it's upside down in the program. Yeah, so if that's a weird angle for the long upload, well, sorry. If it is, I'll fix the time-lapse version. Now, I should have done this on the other side first, but here we are. Okay, another thing I like to do is take the StuMac file and just give, it's like a final, not too hard, you don't want it to like take them down too much, but it just softens the edge. Okay. Well, let's stick to this side and do the last thing so I don't have to move the mount again and then back again. So, last thing I do is with this, and check this out, it's not hurting the finish. Basically lay it flat so it'll skate across the finish and it'll catch any little chunk of metal that's sticking up. This just kind of cleans up any bad file work. Or maybe there's a little bit of unevenness in the board and the file didn't quite get it. This will. And keep it sideways. I don't do it like this. Do it diagonal. Trust me, it works better. And you're less apt to tilt the file and dig into the board. That'd be bad. See, I didn't want to. Sometimes with a big side file, you can scratch the edge of the fingerboard, and this is a lot less risky. And again, it'll skate across the finish. See, obviously don't press super hard. Okay. Almost there. And you can feel it when it starts to like just won't catch the metal anymore. Yep, yep. And that's why I don't tape off maple, because you don't need to. And if you learn how to do it without tape, it's a lot faster and cleaner. One other thing, grab some sanding blocks. Try not to trip on the guitar cases. These are kind of just old, worn in. Oh, sorry, you couldn't see that whole thing, could you? Well, you'll see the other side when I do the same thing. But anyway, old worn in sanding blocks. I think this used to be a 220 maybe, but it's not. It's not very aggressive anymore. Do that a little bit. And I think this one was a 600 or 400 maybe, but it's just for this purpose. This would not sand an actual board or anything, or take down drywall or whatever this was for. It just softens up. It's all nice and soft feeling. Yeah, look at that. That feels way better. All right, we're gonna swing around, do the other side. Get that out of the way. Okay, let's do one thing we forgot to do. This, there. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna do one more of that. Again, this just kind of gives it just a little more rounded. Make sure there's no jagged pieces of metal. Okay. Flip. This vise is fantastic, by the way. They're fairly inexpensive. I think I got this one from, I don't know, Grizzly? I can't remember. But Amazon maybe? I don't know. Very handy. Parrot vise, I believe is what it's called. And I put in wooden pads. They sell the adjustable pads, but these to me seem a little more stable. I don't think I hear that the door. That might have been the door. Might be it for the morning video. What time is it? No, maybe not. We might have time. Get all those bumps out. That's pretty good. Sanding blocks coming in. All right, no, that didn't go through the finish. Finish is fine. All right. Okay, now the ends are done. Oh, wait a minute. Did I forget to do? I did. I'm gonna do that last part again. Do that last part again. I forgot to do this. You guys, let me forget. We're gonna have to do the blocks again. Oh no. Terrible. The tire would have self-destructed. All right. Luckily, we can do the blocks from the side, even. Okay. side a little bit from this angle. We can keep things symmetrical. Oh, that's way better. All right. Where's my fret guard? There it is. There it is. And incoming air gun. Okay. We're going to shine up these frets a little bit with... I find that if you start on a stock fender, you start with like 600 grit and just hit it with some steel wool, because they don't really go nuts on their polishing of their frets. So we're just going to do this. 600 is not going to change anything about the fret. It's just going to take out any scuffs or spots they missed. And these little fret guards, again, you don't need to tape off everything. These little fret guards are fantastic. Only like $5 a set. One of these lasts me, I don't know, maybe a month, 2 months maybe, depending on how many fret jobs I do. And I figure the time it takes to tape off a neck vastly is outweighed by the money I save on these, the money I spend on these things. You know what I mean? Time versus money. See what I'm saying? Okay, almost there. Again, this is the boring part. But this is what happens to your guitar when you drop it off. With me, anyway. This is why guitar techs are all kind of crazy. Sit here staring at your fretboard all day. Okay. Fresh sandpaper. I think this is the Stick It Gold or whatever. Works. I like the adhesive back stuff because the other stuff gets slippery under your finger and it's harder to do this. Well, you guys probably can't see a heck of a lot with my hand in the way, but again, this is the boring part. Okay, boy. Sometimes I'll do this for so long that my finger will actually get like almost like it's going to start a blister if I keep it in there in that spot any longer. That's not good. So I've been practicing doing it left-handed. Does help. Take a break. We're not there yet. We're not there yet. Maybe for the steel wool. Okay. If I were to put this on the buffer, then I would mask off the board. But these frets don't need that. So if it was and even then with these tall frets, I'd probably use a Dremel. Just do it very carefully by hand. So I'm wasting the time taping off the board. Especially with tall frets like this. I can get them with the Dremel, no problem. All right. That's done. Let's give the board a quick cleaning. Just to get off any residue so I don't any scratches. A little bit of this lighter fluid, but we were out of naphtha for a while, so that's basically the same thing. Won't hurt the finish. Cleans up nicely and completely flashes off. All right, now we're going to take a little chunk of steel wool and do the same thing. Here, let's do this way. Whoop. That. It's harder. A little bit harder. Do it this way, a little bit slower. But it gives my right hand a break for a second. Okay, that's enough of that. Back to this faster way. I do put a little masking tape on the edge of these fret guards just because sometimes a piece of sandpaper will just drop down just in the wrong spot when you're doing this. So it's just kind of like insurance. Another counter to people who insist on masking everything off, unless it's for buffing on a wheel, then anything that you're doing that's going to damage that fingerboard, like if you hit it with a file or a screwdriver or something, it's going to happen if that masking tape is there or not. So just don't do that. Right? Okay. There. Now you can finally listen to me shut off about nothing. Okay, clean this one more time. Get all the particulates off of there that we can, because we don't want to scratch it. That would be bad. Cool. Let's check these tuning machines while we're right there. Oh yeah, those are very loose. Here, I'll get a better angle on the dangle. Yeah, these things were just about finger tight. I do like Fender hardware. Their tuners are usually good. I don't like their saddle pieces because the screws strip out, but I like their tuners, I guess is what I'm saying. All right, so let's put this back on the guitar. Put you guys back up here. Okay, that is so much better. Settle down, perverts. Okay, how's the view? Probably better if I do that, right? Yep. Okay, just gonna get all that stuff out of there and push that into place. Why is it not going? What's going on here? Something acted like it was holding it. Okay, why are you being annoying? There we go. I think one of the screws is just not pushed back all the way. So now we'll just that. Don't have your drill set to, like, you know, lug nut removal. You don't need super torque on this. I always set the clutch low. There we go. And then do the final tightening by hand. There it is. Give it, no need to, because you can actually crush into the finish pretty easily on these things often. And you get finished chunks coming out, which probably will happen eventually, but don't need to start them today. All right, let's see if we can clean off this, whatever that is. See if that Taylor finish stuff takes it off. Probably will. Yep. Pretty much. Yeah. Oh yeah. Got it. Now we'll hit with the Bernie ball, which I like because there's a little bit of wax in it, so it shines up nicely. Okay, do this side. I think this guitar is, he said that he got it new old stock, maybe? Oop, got it. Okay. Let's see, we're almost there. There was some more stuff on the top here. All right, I think we're just about good. How's it look up there? Okay, all right, we'll grab some strings. Be right back. Pause. All right, we're back. Let's get the strings, setting that like that, so we can, here, we'll put that back on afterwards. Set this like this. Don't worry, it's not gonna fall off the bench. Oh, I promise. So this is what we do. I'm sure you guys seen this part before. All right. Nailed it. Okay. Back on the stand. Swing it back in. All right. So let's see, where do we want to be? Okay. We're gonna do this one. Bosch. Okay. Move all this stuff out of the way and give you guys a little better view here. There we go. How's that? Is that all right? So we just basically, I'm going to wrap this whole string onto this post. I like Fender tuners to, or strings to go down towards the headstock. Doing that, under there, get it started, and send it. Next, usually the B is a little too long for that, so cut off about 2 inches of it. Yes, that does make a difference. All right, okay. Okay, you want to see what's going on up there? Let's do that. I know, I need another camera. There we go. Let's, oh, come on, stay. Stay, please stay. Think about staying. All right, nailed it. So this one we're gonna basically go to, let's see, it's going here, so we're gonna give it to about there. In we go, try not to block it with my hand. Like that. I'll hold it back here so you can still see what's happening. How about that? Deal? What's that? Piece of plastic. Where'd that come from? That was weird. Right, still seeing everything, kinda? About like that. Better? There we go. Okay, so this one we're gonna go about out to there. And in and around. Usually I hold it up there, but I don't want to block the view. Go. Whoop. Oh, look what happened. Check this out. I wasn't paying attention down here. And it slipped off. Went down inside. That's not good. That does not belong there. Come out. There it is. Got it. I was trying to hold it all goofy so you guys could see. Hope you appreciate my efforts. This one, I don't find these two as low. I go A to B. So I'll bring it up to the B string and clip it. Go, and I'll take some still pictures of how that looks after. And E to G. There we go. All right, let's plug her in. And let's go back out to this view. And where's my, of course, because we got to use old technology in these. My Tele adapter. This way I can use my angled plug and have to switch cables. It's very annoying. Okay. There we go. Well, let's put our just the tip back on. There we go. Cool. Anything to do? Nope, nope. Just standard controls. I like putting a 4-way to get the series together position, but alright, so just getting it kind of in tune there just to check where everything landed. And that could use a bit of an adjustment, so let's do that. There, it's an 1/8 inch US Allen wrench. And a little bit of a bow to it. What's that? Some polish or something stuck to the neck. Yep. Alright. That looks pretty good. I just sight it by eye. But, obviously, what else are you going to sight by? But I don't use a measuring tool or anything. I can basically look from here to here and I can see where the bow is. Let's see, how's the string alignment? Looks decent enough for a Telecaster. Alright. And action, looks like it can come down some. Let's see. Yeah, that can come down. I basically set it to as low as it can go and still have that string be able to bend. Sometimes people will set those a little higher and set these lower in the center. Almost we can. Let's see what happens when we bring the B down, since they're connected. Where's that put it? Okay. All right, that's about the limit. So let's leave it right there. And the other side, nobody's gonna bend the E like that, so I'll put that just basically where it doesn't buzz. It's probably about there. Okay, now we measure the radius. So we take our StewMac radius gauge. It's not 7 1/4, it's a 9, right? 9 1/2. Excellent. And yeah, all those got to come down now. I think the B's got to come down more. Center ones for sure. I like the compensated saddles if you want the 3 saddle thing. I think they just play in tune a little bit better. Ooh, just other than the B was a little low still, let's give that G maybe just a touch. That's probably fine. Nailed it. All right, let's intonate as good as we can. And what do we got? What do we got? Flathead back there. Oh, knock the screwdrivers over. Okay, all right, let's. So let's see. The idea is this note should be the same as this note. Just a touch flat, but let's see what the B is. Sometimes you have to compromise with these type of saddles. So B's right on. Let's just give it a little, like that much. See what that does. If it's flat, if the fretted note is flat, it means your string's too long. Shorten it, and vice versa. I think that's pretty good. These are usually the two that are the discrepancy. And they are like this because back in the day, it was usually a wound third, so these would be closer in intonation. Sharp. flat. So they're already kind of, I guess I'm going to leave it where it is. I think that one was zinging a little bit off that screw. Let's move it forward just a little bit. That's considerably flat, isn't it? It's better. Let's see if the not too bad. We'll leave it there. That one's definitely flat. So if that's flat, the E is most certainly flat. It's not too bad. Let's see what the E is. I was thinking backwards. It's still early. Right, let's see where that landed us. It's okay. I guess that's what we're going to have to live with. Pickup can come up just a touch. Don't need them super close, but usually, especially in vintage spec, these things definitely aren't as loud as the neck pickup. That's a little bit better, just kind of angled it forward. All right, let's give it a stretch. See our nut slots. Nut slots aren't too bad. Yeah, they're okay. I might bring that one down. Let's take a look. Let's see what we got. That one's all right. We're gonna leave the E alone. Might clean out the E. We'll at least clean out the slots. That's better. Yeah, those slots are pretty rough actually, so let's do them all. Oh, wrong one. 16. A bit more. This file's pretty worn, that's why it's taking longer than the others. This is probably my oldest one, but they don't make this one anymore. Come on, Stumac. Bring back the 1216. Alright, that one's good. That one looks pretty good, but let's run the littler file through it. Let's clean it out. And also said we're going to clean out the E. Let's clean out. Cool. Retune it. Let's check this neck. It's got, ooh, it's a little straight for a Telecaster. Let's back it off just a little bit. There we go. It's got like a, there's not much movement between dead straight and too much in this truss rod. Okay. Now let's see if I can take this off and just use the weight of the guitar to hold it in there while I play it. Okay, move this stuff out of the way. Alright, so let's be a funny, weird spot angle for you guys, right? Oh, fell out. There we go. Now we got it. So let's do that. Do my typical test. Whoops. Might give that just a little more room. Just a little. It's not going to really affect the intonation at all. Just like that much. It barely affected the tuning. Just give it a... That's good. Oh, now we're out of tune again. Stretch. New strings. Cool. We're going to call it because I know there'll be people showing up soon. And call this one good to go. I will also edit this one down into a time-lapsed, less blabbing version. And again, thanks for watching. Do the YouTube things.